How's it going, gamers? Blackheart in the house, and today I have a very interesting topic to discuss. I want to talk about the idea FNAF 1 was the only game in the series. Stay tuned. Okay, so this video was inspired by The Unwithered Truth. I'll put a link in the description so you can go subscribe. Again, I want to talk about if Five Nights at Freddy's was the only game in the series. Now, if this was the case, then the FNAF 1 location would have also been the only location in the series. Which means that Phone Guy's line,
"If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too,"
would mean that the animatronics and probably the location was 20 years old. I believe the first game takes place in 1990 due to the minimum wage rate, so it opened roughly around 1970. I believe Foxy was also meant to be the Bite of 87, which I explained in a previous video. Go watch it if you haven't already. As a result of the missing children's incident and Foxy just simply wanting revenge. I believe the MCI took place closer to 1980, which explains the newspaper referring to it as many years ago, and I think that explains Foxy being out of order at time of release of the first game.
Hello? Hello?
The Phone Guy was originally meant to be the killer, and I think his death due to the animatronics was an act of revenge. The only reason I think it took the animatronics so long to kill him is because he was the suspect in the newspapers, he was charged, and he was convicted. But the bodies were never found, so I think he was released not long before the events of FNAF 1. Golden Freddy was originally meant to be the killer suit. I think that's the reason he's the mysterious Easter egg character based on Freddy himself. He was probably an early or possibly the first version of Freddy. The endoskeleton is probably Golden Freddy's, removed by the killer to use the suit. The handprint on Freddy's face is caused by the child being stuffed, and it has a reason for still being on his face due to these being the only animatronics in the pizzeria all these years, if you believe this theory. And the reason the animatronics still stink after all this time is again because this was meant to be the only location, so the corpses were inside these specific suits, and maybe they weren't cleaned often after all, I don't know. That explains why the bodies were never found without going through the mess of the FNAF 2 renovations. Now, I know this was a little bit of a shorter one and a random one. I just wanted to talk about what FNAF 1 could have been, maybe was meant to be, if it was the only game in the series. I will probably do FNAF 2 if FNAF 2 would have been the final game in the series, so on and so forth. If you want to see videos like that, then like this video and subscribe, and I'll work on another one. Peace.